Hi Year 12. By now, hopefully you feel pretty comfortable with these videos. Today's video will explain to you your third assessment task for English Standard, which is of course Module B about Robert Gray. So as we always do, please follow along with your gold sheet. So you know that this is assessing close study of text. It is a straightforward essay type task. You can see the weighting and the outcomes on your gold sheet, and you'll note that it is another Friday assessment, so this time on the 23rd of May, and it will start at 2 o'clock. Okay, so what is involved? So this task has been designed to check your understanding of the whole module, particularly zooming in on one section of the rubric. So unlike the HSC or the trial exams, we're going to today give you a lot of details so you know how best to prepare for the assessment task. So what we're asking you to zoom in on is how Robert Gray represents people and ideas. On the day of the task, you'll be given an essay question that relates specifically to that part of the rubric. And we're telling you up front now that we're also going to be giving you an extract and asking you to refer to descriptions of a walk. Now, even though we are deliberately giving you that poem as part of the anthology that you'll be referring to on the day, you still need to make the essay a product of your wider knowledge. So yes, you need to go very deliberate and specific on the extract we give you, but we want you to draw evidence from the other parts of the anthology, and you can select any of the other texts that you think will work best with your argument and your thesis. And again, unlike an exam where it's only reading time, the assessment task coming up will give you planning time. So similar to what you did for Module C, you'll be given a sheet with the question on it where you can annotate all over it with some room for you to plan out your response. After which you'll be given 45 minutes to write your answer in your exam booklet. Now again, that's obviously very different to what will happen in a real exam because that is only 40 minutes for Module B. So we're making things a little bit easier for you in the sense that you know the exact part of the rubric from where the question will be designed. You know the extract, or rather the poem that we'll be giving you as per the description on your page there. And you also know you're going to have planning time and additional writing time to complete this task. So a few other reminders. So like your last one, you're going to be very similar structure and design. So you'll use your NESA number, things like no notes coming into the exam hall with you, everything remains in there, and pretty much similar layout in terms of where you'll be, level 4, gym and disability provisions. Any issues with that, I urge you to come and see me very quickly so we can sort those things out. Now, unlike Module C, we are making it a little bit harder because we're obviously moving towards that final HSC assessment. And in terms of drafting, we actually do this process as an in-class one. Your teachers will give you more information, but like we always do, it's always 2 weeks before the final one. So this will take place in week 2. You'll sit a very similar designed question. So in class, you'll be given a question. You can see where it's come from the rubric. You'll have the same sort of 5 minutes planning, 45 minutes writing. The question that's before you, your teachers will go through it with you so that you can build up that exam readiness, that speed and agility responding to questions. Okay, so let's have a look at the marking criteria. So what is on your sheet will be what the markers use to assess your answer. Now you can see, as there always are in English, we've got 5 bands A, B, C, D, E, and there's always 3 outcomes. I'm going to actually zoom in now on the A range description. So what are we looking for in terms of your skills? So the first outcome is about demonstrating an informed understanding of how the text portrays people and ideas as per the question. So we're really looking at your thesis statement. Are you driven by an argument? And does that argument genuinely engage with the extract that's before you as per the question? So to summarize that as best and easiest as I can is how well you're answering the question. The second outcome is how well you can present an effective response based on detailed and relevant textual analysis, which demonstrates your understanding. Now, if I was to simplify that down as sort of discreetly as I possibly can, it would be how well you're analysing the texts. So can you unpack the language compositions made by Robert Gray, your quotes, your techniques, and how well you've been able to make the links between what devices he uses to communicate his message. Now the last dot point should be pretty familiar because it's almost word for word exactly the same as it always is, and that's how well you can organise, develop and express your ideas. So the control of your voice, the control of the essay form, your language, structure, those sort of things. Okay, so where to start? I really want this to be about your personal engagement with the poems. I'd encourage you specifically because, as you know, it's not the HSC yet, it's not even the trial yet, we are telling you which poem we've set. So you must revise descriptions of a walk. Start trying to read widely, look at past student examples, look at some NESA resources, engage with Robert Gray's work at a more academic level. And I really urge everyone to do that fourth dot point. Practice responding to different types of questions under timed pressure. So try to do the first time in 60 minutes, then 55, then 45, bring that time back. Do it to different questions. You might print old HSC questions. Your teachers, I'm sure, are going to give you some as well. Do it the first time with palm cards, then the second time with fewer palm cards, then the third time completely off the top of your head. Those palm cards should help you memorize your evidence as well. And I urge you all to try to think about that nuanced evidence. Think about how you stitch your evidence together to show a holistic understanding of the poems. And then working on your language, building vocabulary tables, trying to elevate the sophistication of your voice. Now, if you have any questions, please first talk to your classroom teacher, remembering also all of the NESA rules and procedures are on that gold sheet that you've just signed for. But if you have queries that you need about misadventure or anything like that, obviously I'm always here to help. All right, thanks so much, Year 12. Good luck and work hard.